Welcome to Westminster College here in Fulton, Missouri at historic gymnasium for a SLIAC conference matchup between Lyon College and Westminster College here. Little slate of Division III basketball. Mickey, what you got for me? Some things to know.
Yeah, very interesting matchup tonight with some playoff implications to go along with it. Westminster looking to get into that and solidify that 2 seed into the SLIAC tournament. Very interesting given how important that is, and a win tonight would go a long way in securing that.
Yeah, and Westminster's got a player with a lot of stats to know. You want to provide us with a little bit?
Yeah, Annette Ramirez is very, very close to breaking the all-time both single season and career scoring records, which is remarkable because she's just a junior. She's only 70 points off from second place all-time scoring in a career and 81 points off first place in the school records. So she's on someone with a milestone watch. She's on milestone watch tonight, as well as she's only 52 points off of the single season mark. So a lot to keep track of with Annette Ramirez tonight. Should be a fun one.
Yeah, and I mean, I have a hard time believing she's not at least going to break the single season record. It's definitely something to note, and we'll be back here in a second to give you some starters. Nice national anthem gets us going there, and now I'm going to read you the starting lineups. First for Lyon College, they've got freshman guard number 1, Samantha Taylor. Junior guard number 21, Allison Byers. Freshman guard number 23, Brooklyn Rowe. Sophomore guard forward number 30, Natalia Kaza. And sophomore center number 45, Savannah Lopez. And now I'll give you starting lineups for the Blue Jays, who if they win one of two the rest of the way out or a Greenville loss, they will clinch a first-round bye and the 2 seed in the SLEAC tournament. So a lot at stake tonight. The aforementioned Annette Ramirez, she'll be wearing the number 11 in white tonight. She's a junior guard. Olivia Hickson's also a junior guard. She's wearing number 3. Chloe Akerson is a senior guard, and she's wearing number 13. Wearing number 31 is Avelina Pauqualo. She's a senior forward. She's a key that keeps the Blue Jays ticking. And a junior forward, Kerrigan Lockhart, will be rounding out the starting lineup for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, should be an interesting one tonight. Blue Jays with a lot to play for still here in the regular season. In fact, a lot to play for in material sense. It's not even redundant at that point. We just think that Westminster really should win this game, and this is a winnable game. They should be able to beat Lyon and take care of this team, but it will be tough.
Yeah, I mean, every game in the SLEAC Conference has proved to be tough this year. Not even sure why, as there's some teams that, you know, you just feel that the Blue Jays will way overmatch them or vice versa, and somehow it always seems to be a close game. So it should be a good one as we're getting ready to go. It'll be Avelina Pauqualo jumping for the Blue Jays, and it looks like Samantha Taylor jumping for Lyon.
Pauqualo looks like she's got 3 or 4 inches.
At least. We got a rowdy crowd here from the Blue Jay Nest tonight, so should be a fun one. And the tip goes to the Blue Jays and in the hands of Olivia Hickson. She's going to pass it up to Akerson. Akerson skips across to Lockhart, who passes it out to Ramirez, who fires the 3. It's no good. Rebound to Lopez, and coming the other way in the hands of Taylor. She's going to drive right up and misses a layup. Rebound to Pauqualo. She passes it up to Ramirez, who looks to get a layup on the fast break. And she's going to get it. Tough finish, and the Blue Jays lead 2-0 early.
Nice finish from Annette Ramirez, just going, not afraid of contact, going up strong and using that window.
And a pass across to Kaza, who passes back across to Taylor. Taylor feeds it in to Lopez, who goes up and scores over top of Pauqualo.
And not an easy shot right there, just falling away. That was very nicely done in the post.
And Ramirez is going to look to break the pass. Nice dish and score. Avelina Pauqualo for 2 on the nice dish from Annette Ramirez, and it's going to go the other way. And that'll be a charge taken by Annette Ramirez. That foul's committed on Allison Byers.
Beautifully done by Annette Ramirez. She sets her feet right at the spot. Anticipatory play. Nicely done right there. That's going to get the energy going in this building.
Yeah, definitely. And you saw a lot of people going crazy, and that's definitely what you like to see. Ramirez going to look to drive. She's going to pass it out across to Lockhart in the high post, down to Akerson. She drives left. Now looks to skip it to Ramirez. It bounces, but she catches it, fires up a 3. It's no good. Rebound, though, is off of Lockhart's feet, and it's going to go the other way.
Yeah, but a good offensive possession. They got a good look at the basket right there, and now just the Westminster Blue Jays student section getting oh so loud, and you know that's going to affect this Lyon offense, going right at that student section.
Yeah, absolutely, and as the 3 is made by, it looks like Brooklyn Rowe. But one thing I would like to point out is the fact that Ramirez probably should have hesitated and just should have taken that shot there on the last possession. And here she goes. She's going to get a chance to drive. Kicks it to Hickson. Hickson drives baseline. Feeds it into Lockhart. That's a nice pass and score for 2. 6-5, the Blue Jays lead early.
Yeah, and Lyon's running a full court pressure right now, and Westminster really has not had any issues with it.
The shot is tipped. Hickson gets the rebound. It's going to go the other way. She passes it across to Ramirez, who fires up another 3, and this one's good. She's got 5 already.
Yeah, Lyon just a little bit slow to the perimeter right now. They've given up a couple of really nice looks.
And now she's going to get a steal and look to push it up to Pauqualo. who gets the deuce and abuse.
Finishing through contact. That is something that this Blue Jay team is so good at, and we've already seen it multiple times here tonight. Abelina Paolo Koalo doing a beautiful job in transition right there.
Yeah, Pau Qualo and Ramirez especially seem to always find themselves getting the and ones, and this is no exception here. The free throw's missed. Rebound is going to go with Lyon as Lockhart tips it out, but good effort there from her.
Yeah, got to hit your free throws, though. Those are the opportunities that Westminster wants at that charity stripe. They can avoid turnovers tonight and get to the free throw line and make their free throws.
That's
key.
Another steal, this time after the tip from Pau Qualo, and Hickson's going to go the other way, and she's fouled. She's going to have 2 free throws.
Nicely done in transition. Again, the Blue Jays are just forcing the issue tonight. They're really getting out in transition, and Lyon just seems like they're a step slow.
Yeah, and I have to think, I mean, if the Blue Jays continue to do that, it's going to be a long night for Lyon.
Yeah, but they're going to need to hit their free throws. Already missed 2 of them.
Second one's up and good, so it's a 12-5 lead for the Blue Jays. And that one's up and good from, it appears to be Samantha Taylor. So now the Blue Jays are going to look to push against this press from Lyon.
It's almost like this press isn't specifically designed to slow the offense down.
No, it's definitely quite the opposite as Pau Qualo goes up for 2. It's a speed up, as I believe I'm not mistaken, but that Lyon averages well over 90 a game, I believe, as they're definitely an offense that likes to push, likes to speed you up, and likes to score. Now the skip up. Oh, what a pass! And score! Nice pass from Olivia Hickson, and 2 more for Abelina Pau Qualo. Coach Alicia Washington said, you know what, if they want to make us run, we're going to do it too. And so far it's working, as now the pass up to Lockhart, who looks to push, and now she passes it to Akerson, who fires up and going to get herself 2 free throws. She's fouled by, it looks like, Samantha Taylor.
This game has been an absolute track meet so far, just up and down, lightning quick down the floor. And at this rate, we might have 2 teams in the 100s.
Yeah, it's definitely going to shape up to be a fun one for sure. And the Blue Jays quickly gaining some separation as they look to get a little more separation here. Pau Qualo comes out for Allie Bullock, and Hickson comes out for Tristan Porter, who enters in for the first time, as the first free throw is up and good.
Yeah, now Westminster just got to get back on defense, force them into these half-court sets. You know they want to get out in transition.
And the second one's missed. You mentioned those free throws could be a key. I mean, they could have 20 already if it wasn't for that. Shot fake and a drive, and a kick out to Kaza. Into number 15, Childress, who goes up and misses. Rebound to Tristan Porter, who looks to push. She passes it up to Akerson, who feeds it into Lockhart, who goes up and scores.
Nicely done. Again, that transition, it wasn't quite in transition. They kind of slipped into a half court, but at the same time, that transition, that speed is what opened it up.
And that'll be a foul. It looks like committed on Allie Bullock, as that prevented Kaza from getting 2. But yeah, as you mentioned, the Blue Jays are getting out in transition. Even when they don't get a transition bucket, they're finding a way to feed it in the post and get themselves 2 more. Each and every time down the floor. Faith Coates enters the game for Chloe Akerson now. First free throw is up and good. Second one is also up and good. Feed into Porter, who skips it across to Coates. Coates going to kick it to Lockhart, who dishes it to Ramirez. What a cut from Annette Ramirez, and she's got herself 2 more. She's got 7 already.
She's done a phenomenal job, even off the ball, when she isn't creating with the ball in her hands.
And now a steal from Porter. Great effort on the defensive end. She gets it to Coates. It's going to go the other way. Almost a turnover, but the Blue Jays got to get it across quick, and they do in the hands of Ramirez. Now Porter's going to fire up a three. It's no good. Rebound, though, to Bullock, and she's going to look to go back up with it, and she's fouling. Going to have 2 free throws. Wow, this pace is fast for the Blue Jays tonight.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Lyon just looks way too slow right now. They got to continue to get out here.
Yeah, one thing I give the Blue Jays credit for right now, they're definitely and it's funny because Lyon's the one that wants to always push the pace and get to run up the score, but it's actually the Blue Jays who appear to be in better shape here early, as the first free throw is bricked off the side of the rim.
Yeah, they got to clean those up a little bit. They've gotten to the line really nicely here in this first quarter, but haven't been able to capitalize on it in too many of these trips.
Yep, the second one is good, and it's a 22-11 lead here with 4:36 left to go in the first quarter. Shot by number 15. Childress is missed. Rebound to Hickson, who re-entered the game, and it's going to go the other way. Almost an over the back on Faith Coates, but
I think that was. I think her foot
well,
might have been
the ball
over.
has to be over as well.
Oh, my bad.
And the ball is fed into Porter. It's tipped out of bounds. Oh, and they're going to, I don't know about that one, but it appears to be off Porter, so it's going to go the other way. Not a good feed there if you're the Blue Jays.
Yeah, a little overly aggressive right there. Like the idea, though, cutting to the basket there.
Like the idea, but when you have one of your smaller guards on the floor and she's cutting to the post, unless she is wide open, you really don't want her to have the ball down there. And now a steal from Hickson. Great defense by her. So the Blue Jays are going to have it again.
Yeah, if you just watch both of these offenses in the movement off the ball right now, it is night and day. Westminster has done a great job of moving off the ball so far.
And Hickson's going to fire up a three. It's no good. Rebound to newly entered Stella Parker. Oh, she's going to drive after a nice crossover, Euro, and score. Nice move there from Parker.
That was beautifully done. Nice crossover, but now Lyon's got to get back.
And now a steal, so it's going to go the other way. That steal was by Byers. Firing up the three was Brooklyn Rowe, and that'll be a foul under the basket. I believe that is on Miley Peck. It is. Annette Ramirez going to re-enter the game for the Blue Jays. She's going to get Tristan Porter.
Offense went a little bit stagnant without her, but now she re-enters that game after the rest.
Shot is fired up and bricked by Rowe, and it's going to go the other way in the hands of Ramirez. She looks to drive. What a move. How about that first step? Timeout called by head coach Casey Fowler, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Allow us to celebrate humanity's soaring achievements while also providing lessons on how to avoid the mistakes of our past. They can also amplify the voices of underrepresented groups while bringing economic uplift to communities. We invite you to explore this world while finding a rewarding career by becoming a Museum Studies major at Westminster College.
After that timeout, we are back here. Annette Ramirez, which we mentioned before, she's chasing a lot of records, and she's done a good job of it so far. She's already got 9 points in this game. 9 of the Blue Jays' 24 as they lead by 11. Pass up to Kayla Richardson. Across to Parker, who drives the lane and misses the layup. Rebound to Ramirez, and she's going to push again. She splits the defender, goes up, and gets the deuce and abuse.
I thought that was the most misguided drive ever. She was going up against two larger defenders, but she just showed off the speed and the ball handling ability to prove everybody wrong in this gym. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, those good players like that, if you give them any kind of space to split you, most of the time they're going to split the two defenders. That's the best way to get through them. Maybe draw fouls. She makes a free throw and completes a three-point play. She's got 12 already. The ball is stripped by Faith Coates, but it's going to stay with Lyon.
Yeah, it looks like Talisha Washington thought it went off of her thigh. But
I think most people did in this gym. Definitely a Blue Jay favorable crowd here in this matchup tonight. Here on this fine Thursday with no class on Friday. The Blue Jay fans really came out tonight. Shots up and good from number 3, Kayla Richardson. The ball's entered into Faith Coates. She passes up to Pal Qualo and sends that one way out of bounds and off the power box, so it's going to go the other way.
Might have a 2013 Super Bowl situation tonight if that power box doesn't get a little padded up.
Tell you what, it wouldn't be the first time that happened in this gym. As the shot is up and good. Nice feed there from number 30, Kaza, into number 15, Childress for the score.
Has it really happened before?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, the powers went out here. As Ramirez fires up the three and misses, so it's going to go the other way. Childers looks to drive. She kicks it out to Parker, who fires the three. It's no good. Rebound to Pal Qualo. Ramirez going to look to push again. And she's going to fire up the floater, and it's good.
That's just too easy. Easing off of her in transition. Nice pace just to throw up the one-footed floater.
Yeah, great job by Ramirez to understand, to bait the defender to slow down and think she's going to drive all the way before she fires up the floater. Scores now 29-19. And now Olivia Hickson going to look to drive. Dishes to Pal Qualo, who misses a shot, but is going to have 2 free throws.
And again, Westminster forcing the issue right now. Doing a great job of that so far.
As now Aaliyah Wilmesmeyer, Chloe Akerson, and Kerrigan Lockhart enter the game. Hickson, Miley Peck, and Faith Coates come out.
And after a bit of a struggling start from the free throw line, leaving a couple of points on the board, they've really tightened up over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's exactly what you got to do. Which part of that is getting your best players to the line. Pal Qualo and Ramirez definitely helps the Blue Jays as well. And now Parker's going to drive, shoot, and score. She's got it going early tonight. I believe she's got 6 or 8 now.
Yeah, she's playing with great pace right now, not getting ahead of herself.
You know what I did not realize is that not only does Ramirez have 14, but Pal Qualo's got 10.
Wow.
They've combined for 24 here in this first quarter. As the ball's going to go the other way on a turnover.
That's unbelievable. Those two are just phenomenal players.
Ball is passed across to Solomon, who feeds it into Childress and a score.
Now Westminster can hold for the final shot if they want.
I have a feeling they're probably going to still look to push. And now they're going to kick it out.
No, you were right. They did, but wasn't quite there. Good discipline by these players.
If you can get an early layup, you're going to take it. But they didn't get it. Now the feed into Pal Qualo. What a pass from Kerrigan Lockhart and the score. She's got 12 now, Pal Qualo does. Now a drive in and miss. And it'll stay with Lyon as they say it was out on Annette Ramirez. That shot was missed by Childress. Nice feed inside, and she is stripped, and that's how the quarter will end. A nice defensive play by Aaliyah Wilmesmeyer And the Blue Jays lead after one, 33-23, and we'll be back here in 1 minute.
Today's typical college student is no longer the recent high school graduate. Almost half of all college students in the United States are age 24 or older, and they have busy lifestyles. They have families, they work part-time jobs or full-time jobs, and they want to earn a college degree. As you could imagine, the traditional college experience just doesn't work for them. And take that experience beyond our campus. We're proud to announce the launch of Westminster Online. It's designed to be flexible and to meet your needs. This program runs in back-to-back 7-week sessions, so you can finish your degree faster. It's 100% online, so you can attend class on your schedule. You can choose life happens, you can do that. You're able to sit out a session and then come back when you're ready. Check out our website at wcmo.edu to learn more.
We are back here for the second quarter. As I mentioned at the end of the first, if you weren't here, 33-23, the Blue Jays lead behind a combined 26 from Annette Ramirez and Avelina Palqualo in the first quarter. It could be a really good day for both of them, as it has been so far.
Yeah, they've looked so good so far and look to continue that into the second quarter.
Taylor's going to look to drive, and it's stolen on an errant pass by Annette Ramirez. She's going to look to get it across the court, and she brings it across the timeline, splits the defender, she's fouled. .22 left on the shot clock here for the Blue Jays. Ball's entered into Hickson. She's going to bring it right to the top of the key. Now she's going to dribble it down to the left wing. Feeds it in to Lockhart. Nice pass and score.
Westminster at this point might put up 150 tonight.
At this rate, most definitely. And the ball's passed down to Taylor. She's going to look to drive on Hickson. She is stuck. It'll be Blue Jays basketball.
Beautifully done by Hickson, forcing her towards that short side of the court along the baseline. Not much room to operate down there, and comes up with the block because of it.
Yeah, can't teach better defensive principles than that, that's for sure. As Ramirez is going to look to drive and scores on the pass from Akerson.
She is just cooking tonight.
She's breaking out her inner Caitlin Clark tonight. Pass down to Taylor. She's going to pull up for three. Rebound to Palqualo. And Ramirez going to look to push. Cross the W. Pass down to Lockhart. Goes up and scores. Nice finish there from Kerrigan Lockhart.
Yeah, and Annette Ramirez not only just doing it with her shooting ability, she's doing it with her playmaking ability too.
Shots up and missed by Byers. Rebound to Lockhart, who is pushing now. She's going to kick it out to Akerson, who fires up a three, and it's air ball. But it's going to stay with the Blue Jays. Good effort on the rebound by Palqualo.
Yeah, just causing some chaos down low. Palqualo doing a great job of making that rebound as tough as humanly possible and buys Westminster a possession because of it.
Ball's entered into Ramirez. She looks to come off the screen for Palqualo. She's going to pull up for three. And it's good. 19 already from Annette Ramirez. 42-23, the Blue Jays lead. Byers goes up and scores, and the ball is entered into Hickson. She's going to pass to Lockhart, who takes it across. She's going to look to drive. Kicks it out to Agerson. Makes the extra pass to Ramirez, who makes the extra pass to Hickson. Step back three from her. It's no good. Airballed and out of bounds. Not a great shot selection from her. That's a little bit of a heat check from the Blue Jays.
Yeah, when you're shooting that well from three, you might as well just try and get something to go if they're all falling, but that may be a little bit too ill-advised.
And a steal now from Pauquello. She's going to look to drive. Goes up. Is fouled, and she's going to have 2 free throws.
Nice hands from Pauquello. Earned herself a couple of free throws because of it, and she has been so active tonight. Don't let Annette Ramirez's great performance overshadow the fact that Pauquello is playing extremely good basketball as well.
Yeah, she's got 12 and a chance to push that up to 14. And Ramirez got 19, but don't sleep on Kerrigan Lockhart either. She's got 8 herself. I mean, this is just an offensive onslaught from the Blue Jays.
Yeah, so many great contributors right now. And that's kind of been their MO. They don't really rely on one great player, 2 great players. They love to spread the ball around. Yes, Annette Ramirez is a great scorer, but she loves to open up her teammates as well.
And she makes both, and Chloe Wyatt's going to enter the first time for Avelina Pauquello. The Blue Jays lead by 19. And Byers is going to bring it up. Pass across to Parker. She's going to look to drive. Kicks it out to Rowe. Rowe's going to step back for 3. Feed it in to Childress. Now passes it back to Rowe, who fires up the long 2, and it's good.
Yeah, a couple of ball fakes there. Westminster got to do a better job of staying disciplined.
And now a turnover on the inbounds from Ramirez. And Parker's going to look to drive. But it's all right, though, because Lockhart steals it, and Ramirez is going to push the other way. She feeds up to Lockhart. Shot fakes. Kicks it out to Hickson, who passes it in to Wyatt, who kicks it out to a wide-open Ramirez, and she's got 22. Wow.
Unbelievable. She can't miss.
I mean, I just don't understand if you're Lyon, how you can leave somebody that's already got 19 points that open from the three-point line. I mean, that's like playing pig. Actually, I don't even know if you get that good of shots in pig. Try and take trick shots instead.
Ramirez knew it was down, too. She held her form and started walking back before that ball was even down.
Shooters shoot, makers make. Down to Bullock. And she travels with the basketball, so it's going to go the other way. The Blue Jays lead by 20. 5:54 left to go here in this first half. Across to Parker. Now to Childress. Now to Rowe, who fires up the long 3. It's wide right. Rebound, though, to Byers. Parker fires up the 2 on the kick. It's no good. And Tristan Porter is fouled for the Blue Jays.
Did a great job of just fighting through that contact again. Westminster not only has been the better team in transition, the faster team, they've also been the more physical team tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely reflected on the scoreboard as they've already nearly got 50 points here. And I mean, we still got 5.5 minutes left here in this second quarter. Ramirez going to pass across to Wyatt. Feeds into Bullock, who tips it out to Hickson. She shot fakes, drives right, goes up with the left, misses. Rebound to Kaza. It's going the other way. Foul committed on Allie Bullock. She fouls Kaza, so she's going to have 2 free throws here. That's the first team foul here in this second quarter on the Blue Jays.
Yeah, not sure about that one. Bullock kind of holding her palms up in the air like, what did I do? But at the same time, I think that was all ball from behind. When you get a block from behind, it never looks great. It always looks like a foul, but that one might have been the exception.
Yeah, part of the issue is I think she got all ball up top. They called the block down low. I think she got her with the body.
Gotcha.
Feed into Wyatt, and she's going to get herself on the board. Nice pass and assist there from Allie Bullock.
Lyon just needs to get back on defense. They continue to be getting beat with numbers.
And a little off topic, but something to note, the record for field goals made in Blue Jay history is between two players, both having 16, Reese Arnold and Casey Lionberger. Right now,
in a single game, correct?
Yes, in a single game, I believe. Right now, Annette Ramirez already has 9 field goals.
Wow.
She is 9 for 12. As the first free throw is nearly airballed by Parker.
Well on pace right now. Hopefully she doesn't get pulled late in this one.
Yeah, and I have a feeling they're going to know if she's close to a record, and they're going to let her at least try to get it. And Coach Washington's really good about not completely letting down. She doesn't run up the score, but she doesn't stop playing either. She usually lets her players play unless it's getting dangerous. Tristan Porter's got the ball. 49-30 is the score. The Blue Jays lead. Palqualo going to drive. Kick it to Porter, who fires up the deep three, and it's no good. Rebound, though, to Akerson, and the stick back is good.
Blue Jays still winning in that half-court set. Yes, the highlight reel plays have come in transition, but they've done a great job of getting offensive rebounds tonight as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening in transition. It's happening in the half court. It's happening in offensive rebounds. I mean, they're just scoring in every way they can.
There's 10.
As there's another layup from Annette Ramirez. What a pass all the way up the court by Avilena Palqualo there.
10 field goals now for Ramirez.
I'd like to know how many assists the Blue Jays have as a team. I'm going to have to pull that up. Yeah, 10 assists already for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, just a dominant performance on both ends so far, and enough cannot be said about what this team has done and how they've dominated this game from the jump.
And now Annette Ramirez is going to sit as Katie McKinney comes into the game for the first time. First free throw from Parker is up and good. Second one is also good. 53-32 the score is, with 3:35 left to go. And now McKinney immediately turns it over and results in 2 points for Samantha Taylor.
Yeah, it's just too easy.
Yeah, that absolutely cannot happen.
Unless you're up by 20.
Even then, though, you do not want that to happen. Just too easy, as you mentioned. And now McKinney's going to fire up a three to try to make up for it, and she doesn't. Rebound, though, to Wyatt, who fires up the two after a little bit of a dribble. No good, and it's going to go the other way in the hands of Richardson. Taylor drives, kicks it out. Number 32, Solomon, fires and misses the three. It's going to go the other way in the hands of Tristan Porter, and now Akerson. Now she's going to pull it out and hands it to Porter. Nice feed in to Wyatt, who kicks it out to McKinney, who passes it out to Palqualo, and now they're going to slow it down. 15 left on the shot clock. Pass up top to Palqualo. She's going to look to drive right. She shoots and scores. Nice finish there. Not using the backboard and going over the rim and getting the bucket.
That's a tough finish from a tough angle.
Shot is up and no good. And a foul now. As that foul was on Childress. Kind of inadvertent contact, but I mean,
yeah, she
she
took a
plowed
bump.
it.
Now we got 3 new Blue Jays entering the game.
No, just one.
Just one,
Coach
excuse me.
Felicia Washington
Changed her
called
mind.
him back as Chloe Wyatt comes out and Harley Engelmeyer comes into the game. Porter falls down on the inbounds play, and we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Felicia Washington. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back here in 30.
Financial planning is one of those careers that rewards you with your own professional accomplishment as well as a deep mental satisfaction from helping your clients directly. For example, as a financial planning professional, you'll help your clients in developing such personal financial plans as estate planning and retirement planning. Our curriculum also aligns well with the CFP Board's learning outcomes. Here at Westminster, you can also pursue a dual degree in financial planning and finance to further your career.
We are back after the timeout. Same 5 as prior to the timeout the Blue Jays have. 2 minutes to go left in this first half. The Blue Jays break the press. Pass up to Porter, who looks to drive. She is stuffed by number 45, Lopez, so it's going to go the other way. Rebound to Akerson, and it's going to go the other way. And now a turnover on Porter as she just looks to be gassed. Whoa! Get that out of here. Kerrigan Lockhart with the block.
And it absolutely ignites the student section here. This Blue Jay faithful has come out tonight and has been so loud, louder than I've heard them all year.
Yeah, the football team has been in action, and I don't know if it has to do with their new coach being here or not, but hey, they're here, they're lively, and it's good to see. Shot is missed. Rebound, though, to Lopez and kicked out, and it looks like Richardson's got the ball. She kicks it out now to Solomon. Back to Richardson. Feed in to Kaza, and she makes a layup. It's now a 19-point game, minute left.
Very quietly, Westminster's scoring has slowed down over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, but now Annette Ramirez is back in the game, so that might pick back up pretty quick. Of course, there's only a minute left, so we'll see. Pass down to Akerson. She passes across to Hickson. She drives left. Goes up. Misses, and it's going to go the other way. She was stripped by Richardson. 36 left here in his first half. Richardson's got the ball. She passes it up to Taylor. Feed in to Lopez, who shoots 2. It's no good, but rebound to Richardson. That'll be a reset shot clock, and now the and one on the foul by Lockhart. So Lopez is going to have a chance for one more after the bucket. Shot clock will be turned off. Rebound to Hickson, and now she passes it way up to Annette Ramirez, who tries to throw it off of the defender. That's a horrible decision to pass with that time on the clock. And now a foul, and this has turned into a doomsday scenario for the Blue Jays, as it's now 55-38, and it's a chance to be 55-40. So all of a sudden it went from a 23-point lead to a chance to be just 15 to close out the half.
Yeah, not a great job playing disciplined basketball here in these last couple of minutes. They've kind of allowed Lyon to start very quietly crawling back into this game, and I don't know how well Lyon has played for that.
I think it's been more as a byproduct of the Blue Jays just not playing good basketball this last 2.5 minutes of the quarter.
Now they got to go quick. 5 seconds left.
Ball's entered into Hickson. And that's how the half will end. A turnover on Hickson. So 55-40 after the short little run from Lyon to close out the half. It'll be Blue Jays basketball coming out, and we'll be back here in about 12 minutes.
Museums allow us to celebrate humanity's soaring achievements while also to avoid the mistakes of our past. They can also amplify the voices of underrepresented groups while bringing economic uplift to communities. We invite you to explore this world while finding a rewarding career by becoming a Museum Studies major at Westminster College.
Today's typical college student is no longer the recent high school graduate. Almost half of all college students in the United States are age 24 or older, and they have busy lifestyles. They have families, they work part-time jobs or full-time jobs, and they want to earn a college degree. As you could imagine, the traditional college experience just doesn't work for them. Westminster College has a rich history of excellence in cultivating leaders. And now, we can take that experience beyond our campus. We're proud to announce the launch of Westminster Online. It's designed to be flexible and to meet your needs. This program runs in back-to-back 7-week sessions, so you can finish your degree faster. It's 100% online, so you can attend class on your schedule. You can choose to major in either business administration, organizational leadership, or in psychology. Westminster Online is affordable, and if you need to pause your studies because life happens, you can do that. You're able to sit out a session and then come back when you're ready. Check out our website at wcmo.edu to learn more.
Welcome back here as we get ready for the second half to start. It's going to be Blue Jay basketball. Storyline of the night, Annette Ramirez and Avelina Palqualo just dominating this game for the Blue Jays. Ramirez has 24, Palqualo has 16. What have you got?
Yeah, it's been a great performance so far here for the Blue Jays. Really couldn't ask for much change in those first maybe 15 minutes of the game, but then the final 5 minutes of the first half kind of didn't go their way. They started turning the ball over a little bit. They started, playing just a little bit more lackadaisical, so they need to tighten up a little bit as this second half begins.
Yeah, Coach Washington was definitely trying to get, some of her star players a break there at the end of that half, and it kind of bit them in
where you don't want it to bite.
Yeah. Couldn't get it out because I was like, how do I say that? And the shot's up and good from Palqualo.
Good start.
Right on cue.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. Get it to your playmakers. Let them make plays. That doesn't always mean them scoring. That means them creating for other players too.
Yeah, and one thing to note about this is something I didn't mention. Annette Ramirez, only 6 field goals off of tying the single game record here at Westminster.
Yeah, she's got 10 already. She's been phenomenal here today.
Akerson brings it up and hands it off to Hickson. Hickson looks to drive left, gets it stolen, and it's going to go the other way. Steal by Taylor. Pass up to Kaza from Byers, and the score for Lyon. So 57-42 is the score. A little bit of a slower pace to start this second half. Lockhart looks to drive right. She goes up, misses. Rebound to Rowe.
It's hard to have a faster pace than that first half. It was just up and
it
down.
Was unbelievable, just straight running all game long. And you can tell Lyon went in the locker room and maybe made some adjustments, something they're not normally used to doing, slowing the game down, but it's something that they needed to do. And Ramirez going to drive. She's got numbers. She skips it across to Hickson, fires the three. It's good.
And there's the playmaking ability from Annette Ramirez that we just talked about. She's able to create for her teammates as much as she is able to create for herself.
Feed in, and now a steal from Ramirez, and she's going to look to push. Dishes it up to Palqualo, and she misses the shot. Goes back up, though, after the offensive rebound, and she's got 20. How about that duo of her and Ramirez?
Don't let that get lost. Palqualo's having herself a great night as well.
And now Allie Bullock is going to come get Avelina Palqualo. Feed into Taylor. Pass down and fed in to Lopez, who kicks it out to Taylor. Now to Parker. Parker drives, scores. Pass up to Hickson. Now she drives. Blocked by Lopez, and it's going to go the other way. In the hands of Byers, it's scored. All of a sudden, this game's really not that far off in scoring.
Yeah, it felt like after, again, those first 15. Whoa, look out.
That ball tipped into the promised land.
I kind of thought I was going to have a chance at a foul ball tonight for a second there, but not quite. But after those first 15 minutes, you felt really good about Westminster's chances to really just blow this game out, and that's kind of no longer the case.
Yeah, just getting a little careless with the ball. And now Ramirez, what a shot fake, and she's going to have 2 free throws, and she is fouled by Taylor. That is Taylor's third, so that's something to watch out for.
Yeah, nice job by Ramirez, staying aggressive, getting to the cup, getting herself to the free throw line. And that's something that she excels at. Going to that line, getting some easy buckets, 80% foul shooter.
Yeah, that's something that this Blue Jay team as a whole is really good about, getting to the foul line. Coach Alicia Washington, you can see it in how they play. She definitely puts a great emphasis on attacking the rim and playing through contact. And now she's going to call timeout. It's a 30-second timeout after Ramirez makes one of two. She's got 25, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Museums allow us to celebrate humanity's soaring achievements while also providing lessons on how to avoid the mistakes of our past. They can also amplify the voices of underrepresented groups while bringing economic uplift to communities. We invite you to explore this world while finding a rewarding career by becoming a Museum Studies major at Westminster College.
We are back here after the quick timeout. The Blue Jays going to look to maybe apply some pressure here on the defensive end as they're going to look to re-extend that lead, Something they definitely need to do a better job of is re-picking up that pace that they had for the first 15 minutes of the basketball game.
Yeah, Lyon was throwing that full court pressure at them, and it just simply was not working. Westminster seemed to crack it every single time and get an easy finish around the rim.
Bringing it up is Byers. She's going to pass it to, or hand it off, to Parker. She kicks it out to Rowe. Rowe drives. Dishes to Lopez, who skips to Parker, who fires the three. It's way long, and it's going to go right into the hands of Lopez, who rattles it around the rim and scores.
She wanted to build the suspense there.
And Porter steps on the out-of-bounds line as Hickson trying to do a little too much there, pushing it. So it's going to go the other way. 63-48 is the score.
Just led Porter just a step too far down the floor. I like the idea, though.
6:16 left here in this third quarter.
Yeah, Westminster got to clamp down on defense here. They've done a good job all night, though. That has not been the issue.
Big thing with Lyon is keeping them out of the paint. That's something that they've tried to do all day, is get in the paint, and they do it there as Lopez gets two more.
Cuts the lead down to 13.
But now the feed in, and Lockhart's going to get two to get it right back to 15.
That's exactly what they were doing in those first 15 minutes of this game, pushing in transition.
It's what they got to do if they want to find a way to extend this lead and ice this game as they look to clinch the 2 seed in the SLIAC tournament. And that's something you want. I mean, that's a buy. That's a big, big piece to the puzzle if they want to take their talents to a regional.
Yeah, especially with how that 16 playoff is set up.
And now, Annette Ramirez with the little step through and one. Nice little Euro step there from Annette Ramirez to get herself two more.
Playing under control, that's something that she's so good at. And right there, not getting too far ahead of herself. That quick first step. Again, we've talked about it time and time again. Doesn't have the highest top speed, but that first step is just so deadly.
Yeah, and it's really impressive how she has such a fast first step, but yet slows the game down so well at the same time.
Right.
It's unbelievable how in control she is. And that's why she's got 28 right now. And two more, this time from Kaza. 68-54 is the score. And that's a turnover, I believe, on Hickson. Now fed up, and she is blocked. Kaza is blocked from Allie Bullock, and now as Ramirez tries to push, might have been fouled, not called, so it's going to go the other way.
Now, more offensive rebounds here. Got to box out.
And rebound to Lockhart. They're going to get it in the hands of Ramirez, and she says, I'm going to slow this one down.
Yeah, let everybody catch a break here.
Feeds it into Bullock. Hand off to Porter. Kick out to Bullock. Fires up the long two. It's no good. Rebound, though, to Lockhart. But guess who is there to get another offensive rebound and score? It's Annette Ramirez. She's got 30. 3:39 left to go in the third quarter. It's 70-54, and now a steal from Allie Bullock. She passes up to Annette Ramirez, who goes up and gets two more.
Just like that, a 1-2 punch from Annette. Just getting out, running the floor, sprinting in transition.
I believe that is 13.
Oh.
Yep. 13 for 16, Ramirez is another bucket. This time, I believe it was Kaza. 72-56. Annette Ramirez, 3 field goals off tying the record. Allie Bullock's going to drive. She's blocked. That is a block, and the ball's going to be out of bounds. Blue Jays basketball. 22 on the shot clock. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. 72-56 is the score.
Here we're starting to see this Blue Jay team getting into that top gear. We'll see if they can use that to push away here.
Passing it into Lockhart. She goes up for 2, and she's going to have 2 free throws on the foul. I believe that is on Kaza.
Coach Washington draws up such great out-of-bounds plays, doesn't she?
Oh, I mean,
it
either results in a bucket or a foul every single time, it seems like.
And if not either of those two, it results in a good shot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can't make them all tonight. It feels like they can, though. Lockhart makes the first free throw.
Yeah,
How many fouls have the Blue Jays committed tonight? It is not very many.
Blue Jays shooting 63% from the field right now.
Yeah, only 7 total fouls committed by the Blue Jays. That second free throw is missed. Now the Blue Jays picking up some pressure, and now they're going to back off a little bit. The ball's in Byers' hands. She looks to drive. She kicks it across to Kaza. Kaza drives right. Steps back. Hands it off to Parker. Parker looks to step back. Now kicks it to Kaza. Kaza behind the back. Drives right. Shoots and scores. Nice little up and under there on a nice move from Kaza.
You know what I like to use? Probing. That is exactly what she was doing. Just looking for any inch of space and eventually found it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that a lot of teams run a dribble weave often. It's because it usually works. Pass across to Ramirez. She feeds it into Palqualo. Goes up, and she's going to have 2 more free throws. Great pass there on the feed in from Annette Ramirez.
Lyon just looking a little bit frustrated right now. They played a little bit undisciplined here already. 5 fouls in the quarter. Here a lot of new players, new faces check into the game for Westminster, but one constant remains out there, and that's who else? Annette Ramirez.
And don't forget Avelina Palqualo.
Yeah, Palqualo.
Both of them, I mean, 32 and 20. Make that 32 and 21 as that ball hits every inch of the rim before it goes in. 74-58 to score. 2:01 left in this. Second free throw is also up and good. She's got 22. The Blue Jays have 75. Pass across to Solomon. Feed into Lopez. Kick out to Rowe. Feed into Lopez. Fires up the 2. No good. Rebound to Faith Coates. Almost turned over, but Ramirez recovers, and now she's going to drive. Shoots the floater, misses it, but rebound to Palqualo, and she's going to have 2 free throws after the foul.
How did Ramirez get out of that? On the other end, she was just dribbling it an inch off the floor with 2 players right at her hip.
Very acrobatic to accomplish that.
Maybe an ill-advised shot once she got down the floor, but she's certainly earned
I mean,
the
you
ability
say
for a heat
ill-advised,
check.
you say ill-advised, but I mean, how many of those floaters has she got to go
so
down
many.
tonight?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, when they're going in like they've went in tonight, I don't think any shot is a bad shot.
Nah, you're right.
Unless
You're
it's from the half line.
Unless you're from maybe Caitlin Clark range.
And even then, it's in question. Drive in is missed by Solomon. Up the court to Miley Peck, and she's going to get herself a layup. Nice pass from the newly entered Trishelle Porter, who came into the game for the first time. Across to Solomon. Now to Richardson. Skip across to Byers, who fires up a three. It's no good. Rebound to Pauqualo. Ramirez was fouled on the rebound, so she's going to have 2 free throws in the bonus.
Yeah, great job boxing out there, backing down a little bit. It doesn't matter how small you are. You could be a guard boxing out a 6'5" forward, and as long as you have that technique, get as low as possible, you can move them.
Yeah, and if they do try to get over you, I mean, 9 times out of 10, the smaller player is going to draw the foul. Just the way it is. Whether it's right or not, I don't know. But I will say, when I played basketball, I really enjoyed that the low man usually wins. And rebound offensively from Pauqualo, and she gets the Blue Jays 2 more. So that kind of worked out to their advantage, her missing that free throw. One of the rare instances of that happening.
Hey, that was intentional, right?
Gotta be.
Does she have more misses from the free throw line from the field?
I think so. And rebound to Pauqualo. It's thrown up to Ramirez. I don't know how she caught that, but she's got it. Now she's going to look to drive left. Kicks it out to Trishelle Porter. She's going to drive. Pull up for 2. It's no good. Rebound to Lopez. It's going the other way, and they're going to probably slow it down and look to get the last shot. Nope, she's going to drive. Kick. And now they're slowing it down. Kick out to Richardson. Feed into that was Solomon. Now across to Richardson. She drives left. Pushes off. Gets it. Rebound to Peck. And that's how the quarter will end. 81-58. The Blue Jays lead. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
Today's typical college student is no longer the recent high school graduate. Almost half of all college students in the United States are age 24 or older. And they have busy lifestyles. They have families, they work part-time jobs or full-time jobs, and they want to earn a college degree. As you could imagine, the traditional college experience just doesn't work for them. Westminster College has a rich history of excellence in cultivating leaders. And now we can take that experience beyond our campus. We're proud to announce the launch of Westminster Online. It's designed to be flexible and to meet your needs. This program runs in back-to-back 7-week sessions, so you can finish your degree faster. It's 100% online, so you can attend class on your schedule. You can choose to major in either business administration, organizational leadership, or in psychology. Westminster Online is affordable, and if you need to pause your studies because life happens, you can do that. You're able to sit out a session and then come back when you're ready. Check out our website at wcmo.edu to learn more.
We are back, and the story of the night is obviously Annette Ramirez and Avelina Pauqualo. As mentioned, they now have 33 and 25 respectively. Pauqualo is 9 for 10 from the field and 7 for 9 from the free throw line. Ramirez is 13 for 17 from the field and 4 for 6 from the free throw line.
That's just silly. I mean, 13 of 17 from the field is ridiculous.
And the Blue Jays are now coming out in a 2-3 zone, and they're going to get a steal off of it. Wilmesmeyer, who entered in for Ramirez, gets that steal. And now Olivia Hickson tries to drive. She's going to step back. Now feed into Palqualo. She kicks it out to Kerrigan Lockhart. Lockhart drives, kicks it out to Hickson, who fires up the step back three. It's no good. Rebound to Childress. Coming the other way is Parker. Now skip across to Taylor. Up to Lopez, and it's tipped and out of bounds by Lockhart.
Yeah, nice hands getting in the passing lane right there. Forcing a near turnover once again, and that zone they came out and worked. Uh-oh.
And now a steal coming from behind by Akerson, and she's going to go up and misses the layup. But the ball will stay with the Blue Jays, luckily.
What just happened? I mean,
just absolutely bricked that left-handed layup.
Lyon wasn't ready for their inbound pass on that end, and then a missed layup on this end. Wow.
And the ball's entering into Palqualo. She's going to shot fake, drive left, goes up for two, and gets two more.
God, that in-between range, Palqualo excels at those shots.
And now Wilmesmeyer's going to get a steal. She's going to pass it up to Akerson, who feeds into Palqualo, who shoots and gets two more.
I love
29 now.
I love it when I'm proved right away.
Something that has seemed to happen a lot tonight. Mickey, what do you think about that?
Yeah, anytime you praise a team and then they're up, 20, 25 points, nearly 30. I can't do math. You're going to be right a lot of the time. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
27, I mean, you're close. This is a missed free throw. If they would have made both free throws, it would have been 25.
Right. I got there eventually. I didn't want to say the exact number.
Not a math genius.
No. There's a reason why I am majoring in journalism and not statistics.
You and me both, Mickey. You and me both. Pass into Akerson. Now Wilmesmeyer's got it. Hickson's got it. She's got a push.
Ooh. Looked like a foul.
She wanted one but didn't get it. Now the spin cycle, but bricks the shot.
The best way to prove yourself after thinking you got fouled is to just go down, put everybody in the spin cycle, and hit a shot. And
now we've got a bench warning on Lyon, as it appeared they were yelling at Hickson, who was yelling at the referee. And now Annette Ramirez is going to enter the game, as well as Allie Bullock.
These things will happen in a
Palqualo and Hickson are going to come out. Chloe Wyatt for Kerrigan Lockhart also.
These things will happen in a 26-point game.
Yeah, that is the one thing that you got to mess with if you're Coach Felicia Washington. In here trying to play your players and get them the minutes they need to prepare for the upcoming tournament, but and maybe set records in Ramirez's case. But you also do not want to get players hurt, and that's the fear when you're up this much.
Right. You can't afford to have injuries this late in the season, but also when you're poised to make a postseason run like they are.
And Kaza is fouled on the inbounds play, so she's going to have two free throws. I believe that foul is on Wilmesmeyer. That is her first. And the first free throw is up and good. 85-60. So there you go. There's your 25.
There's 25. Finally, I am bailed out.
And the second one is also good.
Just as fast as it came, it went.
Going the other way in the hands of Wilmesmeyer. She's going to drive. Shoots and gets fouled.
Looks like this game is, the officiating's tightened up just a little bit in the last couple of minutes.
And I mean, that's something you kind of have to do. Is Savannah Lopez fouls out with 7:59 to go in the game. A little bit of a left-right left chant there from the Westminster nest over there. As the first free throw is bricked off the back of the iron. Trying to get it back to your lucky number 25.
There's one person celebrating that miss in this gym. Uh-oh. Not that one.
And now Ramirez gonna sidestep three is airballed. Oh, and how about that save by Aaliyah Wilmesmeyer? So it's gonna stay with the Blue Jays.
Wow. That didn't look like it had any chance of going out of bounds, but just a bit of a mishandle, and I don't think the clock started there.
Didn't appear that anybody noticed but us, though. And the ball's entered into Ramirez. She's going to come off the ball screen. Now drive left. Passes to Wyatt.
When I'm controlling my own clock over here, I notice all these things.
Feed into Bullock. Kick out to Wyatt, who fires up and long two, and it's switched.
That's right. That clock that has been wrong all night long at the top right of your screen, that's being controlled by yours truly right now.
Tell you what, that's one thing that is terrible about a live stream. There's just no way to possibly get it accurate, synced up with the scoreboard because the timing is just not the same. You didn't know that. If you didn't know that seconds could be different, well, you know now.
Oh, yeah. It's a game of seconds, and my seconds are definitely wrong.
I've spent a lot of time in my day running live streams, and never once did I have the clock right.
Yes, you have. Oh, Division III basketball. Gotta love it.
And the ball is entered in and thrown away by Akerson.
See, sometimes I get so confused, I hit the space bar to start it, and then I stop it, then I start it, then I stop it, and I just get caught in between and like kind of halfway. But I got it this time. Nope, we're 2 seconds behind now.
Nice move there from Childress for the score. Ball's entered into Allie Bullock. And now McKinney's got it. She passes it to Agerson. Feed into Wyatt. She looks to make a post move. Nice dish to Allie Bullock, who gets the score.
Beautifully done. And Westminster just, they seem like everybody has eyes in the back of their heads today.
Yeah, I mean, just dish after dish after dish. It's been unbelievable.
Somebody just got teed up.
There's a technical foul on number 15, Zyara Childress. It is because she reached over and hit Allie Bullock, taking it out of bounds.
Just trying to listen into what they have to say right now.
And that's what it appears. Annette Ramirez gets to take the free throws and misses the first. She's missed, I believe, 4 free throws today. Maybe 3. Misses them both.
Yeah, for how efficient she's been from the field tonight, not phenomenal performance from the charity stripe.
50%, I believe, from the charity stripe.
But 33 points. I mean, you can't really argue with 33 points.
No, but she'd be at 37 now.
That is true.
Be that much closer to that single game record. In fact, she would be in second place already, I believe, in the single game scoring record. Ball's entered into her. And now she passes it to Bullock. Hands it back off to Ramirez. MVP chance coming for her. And now Bullock makes a nice move, but misses the layup. It's going to go the other way.
It sounds nicer than SLIAC Player of the Year chance.
Yeah, she's definitely in line. Probably going to get that one again.
Second year in a row.
Just had an interview about that, actually. Oh, and now she's speeding up the floor. Shot fakes and scores. She's got 35.
Dude, shot out of a cannon going down the floor. Wow.
And that single game record for second place in points in a game has now been tied by Annette Ramirez, as she has 35.
Yeah, she's been phenomenal all night long and phenomenal all season long as she continues to close in on the school's all-time scoring record. It's unbelievable that she's doing this just in her junior year, and looks like if Westminster can make a deep postseason run, she can absolutely get there. She came into the night only 81 points off of that. Well, she's taken a significant chunk out of that tonight, still with the regular season game to go, and still with the postseason to go.
Yeah, and she might not even need the postseason to get the single season scoring record.
Right.
That's 509, and she's got 35 now and needed 52, excuse me.
Needed 52
coming
okay.
into the night, so she's 17 away, I believe.
Well, she's going to have to be way below her average on Saturday to get there. To not get there.
Yeah, she'd have to get 16 to not top it. And you hate to talk about opponents like that, but MUW, as long as Coach T doesn't sit her and rest her, very likely to get much more than 16 in that
Those
game.
are the teams that can sneak up on you, though.
And McKinney does a good job to throw it off the rim, but it doesn't matter because Lyon gets the rebound, and it's going to go the other way and score. Lyon is pressing, and the Blue Jays are trying to get it across here on the trap, and they're going to do so. Rochelle Porter gets it to Ramirez. Feed into Bullock. Kick out to Porter, who fires up a three. It's no good. Rebound, though, to Chloe Wyatt. She kicks it out to Ramirez. It was off of Lyon. Faith Coates is going to enter the game now.
Before that ball even trickled out of bounds, I could be very wrong, but I think Annette turned to the referee, watching it go out of bounds, and said it went off her knee or something like that.
You know, when players have a game like that, sometimes they can get some calls.
Oh, yeah. It's called lobbying for that call.
Now Ramirez makes a nice move. Nice fake. Kick out. But a charge is called on Ramirez. That's kind of a soft call, but sometimes you got to deal with those.
I'm not sure she's too worried about that one. Just a great fundamental pass to kick it out, though. Find the open shooter.
91-72 is our score. And Bullock fouls Allison Byers. It's only a 19-point game now. 4:23 left. Might be a little out of reach, but the Blue Jays have definitely slowed down their pace.
Yeah.
Again, just like the first half.
Rightfully so. You want to milk this clock, even though it seems out of reach. You don't want to be running up and down the floor. Give Lyon a chance.
And Coates going to bring it up. Pass it to Porter. Now to Peck. Nice move, but misses the layup. Going the other way in the hands of Parker. She's going to drive, shoot, and score.
Great speed from Parker there, just beating the defense down the floor.
Ramirez is just, I believe, 2 field goals off that record, but hasn't got many chances to shoot as their face gardener and everybody else is doing the shooting. That's going to be out on Ramirez. It's going to go the other way. 3:42 left.
Yeah, just ask this Blue Jays team. You ask them to try and finish it out, finish strong. Play a little tighter defense than that, but
timeout called
overall
by the Lion.
Just
it's a full
dominant tonight.
timeout. Yeah, very, very dominant. We'll be back here in a minute.
Financial planning is one of those careers that rewards you with your own professional accomplishment as well as a deep mental satisfaction from helping your clients directly. For example, as a financial planning professional, you'll help your clients in developing such personal financial plans as estate planning and retirement planning. Our curriculum also aligns well with the CFP Board's learning outcomes. Here at Westminster, you can also pursue a dual degree in financial planning and finance to further your career.
Little Sweet Caroline going on in the gym here as there's 3:30 left. It is now just a 14-point game. A little bit of a blink and that's happened. Ramirez almost fouled, but no call. Now Porter's got it. The Blue Jays need to be very careful about the shot selection they have right now, as the Blue Jays are now looking to put some of their starters back in as Peck shoots and misses. But guess who's there to pick it up and get the deuce and abuse? It's Annette Ramirez.
I mean, what more can you say? She has been utterly dominant tonight. Anytime the Blue Jays have needed a bucket, they've turned to her.
And now just one off, tying that school record for most field goals in a game. She is 15 for 20 on the night. 37 points. And now 38.
Wow.
But she's going to come out, and that might be all for her tonight.
And if that is one way to go out. Just put the nail in the coffin.
Great game for Annette Ramirez. And Miley Peck gets the rebound. Faith Coates looks to push for the Blue Jays. And she turns it over. Steal by Solomon. And now a steal by Aaliyah Wilmesmeyer. Hickson's got it. She looks to dribble around and slow it down in the hands of Coates. Peck's got it, gonna look to shoot two, and she gets it. 96-77, the Blue Jays lead as they've pushed it back to 19 on this little run. And now Parker answers with a three. Lions still pressing. Now the pass across to Wilmesmeyer, who drives, shoots, misses. Rebound to Chloe Wyatt, though, and she gets the stick back. And now a three from Allison Byers. 98-83 is the score. Now pass up to Miley Peck. She looks to make a move, kicks out to Wyatt, who fires up a two, no good. Rebound to Solomon. minute 13 left. And Byers fires up another three, and now a timeout is called by Lyon head coach Casey Fowler. It's a 30-second timeout. And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Museums allow us to celebrate humanity's soaring achievements while also providing lessons on how to avoid the mistakes of our past. They can also amplify the voices of underrepresented groups while bringing economic uplift to communities. We invite you to explore this world while finding a rewarding career by becoming a Museum Studies major at Westminster College.
We are back here after the timeout. A minute 6 left. All of a sudden, it's just a 12-point game after a barrage of three from Lyon.
Yeah, suddenly they can't miss and have made this game just a little bit interesting here. Westminster not going with Annette Ramirez or Pau Koalo on the floor right now.
Yeah, trying to get by without them, and hopefully this barrage of threes is too little too late, but we'll have to see. Lyon looks to get a trap, doesn't get one. And now Wilmsmeyer. Now a timeout called by Coach Talisha Washington to avoid the turnover.
Really, really good timeout by Talisha Washington. That is a veteran head coach move right there to get that off, to save your player from getting trapped and save your team from a turnover that, you know, at this point, 55 seconds and change left.
Yeah, 12's a lot of points to cover with this time, but it's not out of reach.
No.
I mean, bold move to not go with Ramirez or Pau Koalo here.
Right.
Because you know they even if they don't try to foul, if they get a steal and a bucket, they might start fouling, and you want your best players in there shooting the free throw.
Right. Especially when when they're this close to a couple of records.
Yeah, the only thing is at this point, unless they get a wide open layup, Ramirez probably not getting a field goal at this point in the game. Feels like a football game the way Lyon coaches. Their assistant coach talks more than their head coach. It's like having a defensive coordinator, and just like that, it's a 10-point game. And the clock stops under 2 minutes, too. Something to note. And the ball, they call a foul. The Blue Jays might have got bailed out on that one.
Yeah, they did a great job trapping there and probably got away with one.
And Hickson draws a foul.
Yeah.
That's on Byers. I believe that's her fifth, so she's done now. Number 12, Mia Winston, is going to enter the game for the first time now for Lyon. They've got 3 players, I believe, that have fouled out. Something to note, something I did not realize. How about the game from Natalia Kaza for Lyon? She's got 25 points. She has played this game very well, and it's been a very, very quiet 25. But I mean, when a team has a player with 38 and a player with 29, and you have 25, it's going to be a very quiet 25 as the Blue Jays broke 100, and the Blue Jay faithful went absolutely berserk. That'll be a foul on the Blue Jays.
Might have been the loudest eruption of the night.
They've been very loud tonight. You got to credit the Blue Jay football team for showing up and showing out for these guys. And the men's game is a very, very big one. A lot more at stake than just the 2 seed, so to speak, that the Blue Jays look to clinch here in the last 40 seconds of this one. or excuse me, there was only 2 players foul out for Lyon. I was mistaken, as Parker's going to re-enter the game for Lyon.
How can you not love this atmosphere tonight?
Yeah,
Like, it has
been fantastic. Absolutely
electric.
fantastic.
Blue Jays got to figure out a way to get the ball in bounds, though.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling, and this time they get it. And now Hickson's going to pull it out. And step back. And she's going to dribble out as much clock as she can, and she is fouled by Kaza. I mean, you got to think that if you're going to wait that long, don't foul.
I know.
I mean, this game's over now. I mean, you just wasted 20 seconds. Poor decision. I don't know if that's coaching, if that's player, or if she wasn't supposed to foul. I mean, she only has 1, so not
Probably-
sure what was going on there.
Probably just getting caught a little bit in between at this point.
And something to note in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark has broken the record, the scoring record previously held by Kelsey Plum, who played at Washington. So Caitlin Clark is the new record holder for points. And she's done it in 4 years. She hasn't even used her COVID year yet, unlike most players.
Was she around at that point? It's hard to keep track at this point. Was she around in 2020?
No, she was a class of 2020.
Gotcha.
So this is her true senior year.
Right. My brain is just so trained to recognize the COVID years and just assume players have the 5 years of eligibility at this point. It's going to be a rough transition back for me.
Yeah, but the 2020 class for basketball, I believe, still gets an extra COVID year.
Oh, it does?
For basketball, it does, because the first season for basketball was so limited. But for spring sports, though, we're in the last year of COVID years. So baseball and softball, this is the last one. But granted, most of those players that didn't get COVID years in baseball probably got a freshman red shirt because of so many COVID seniors. So with 2.3 seconds left, Leah Wilmesmeyer is going to shoot free throws. But, yeah, there should be one more year, I believe, of COVID years. And then we're back to mostly normal. But, you know, like we just said, so many players got just regular red shirts because of those COVIDs.
Eligibility, one of the more confusing things on this earth.
Especially these days. And the clock's going to dribble out. The Blue Jays are going to win 102-92. So a 10-point win, and they have clinched. They have done it. Get that bye for the SLIAC Conference Tournament. A huge, huge win for the Blue Jays. And now they can rest a little bit if they need to. Can you provide me some stats here, Mickey?
Yeah, just a great performance from start to finish from this entire Blue Jays team, but especially Annette Ramirez. 38 points on 15 of 20 efficiency from the field, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, along with Pau Koalo, who comes up with 29 points herself. That's one of the quieter 29 points that I've seen in the history of
and
me
let's
watching
not
basketball.
forget, too, what she was 11 for 12
yeah.
from the field. I mean, Ramirez was 15 for 20, so that was no slouch. But how about 11 for 12 and 7 for 9 from the free throw line? 11 rebounds, too, Pau Koalo had.
Right. Lockhart, the only other Blue Jay in double figures. She picks up 11 on the night. Hickson has 7 with 4 rebounds to her name. Also to note, Pau Koalo had a double-double with 11 rebounds. Peck had 4. Akerson had 3, Bullock had 3, and Wilmesmeyer had 1 to round out the scoring for Westminster, who will be the 2 seed in the SLIAC Conference Tournament.
Yeah, and one thing more to note, Lyon also had a couple players with good games.
Right.
Kaza was 9 for 9 from the free throw line and 9 for 16 from the field, and she had 27. And Stella Parker was 6 for 10 from the field and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. She had 16. So a good night offensively from both teams. And I'm Noah Carter, and I'm here with Mickey Doolittle. And stay around, because we'll have a men's basketball game to call for you. Mickey will be on the call for that one. Hope to hear from you soon. We'll be back here in a little while.